Hey guys, as the title of the video says, what to expect out of Class of Heroes 1 and 2. This is a bit of a prediction because I haven't played them. As usual in this channel, in its proper time I'll release a review, share my thoughts if it was worth playing. But knowing the developer, I already know what's going to happen here. Acquire is the developer of these games. Probably you might know about them because of Way of the Samurai, Shinobi or Octopath Traveler. Bear with me in the following explanation, it's going to make sense once I am done with it. It is a bit unfortunate, but I am sure this game went under the radar because first-person dungeon crawlers were not that popular in 2008. I mean, the genre has been around since the 80s, but most people just know Wizardry or Eye of the Beholder. Leaving modern examples aside, ironically Acquire also, let's say, worked with a Wizardry title, where I first knew about this company, with Labyrinth of Lost Soul. The thing with that game is that it is the exact same thing as the original game from the 80s, with prettier looks, but in the background, same numbers, same mechanics, heck, even the same terrible drops. Time later they released Mind Zero, but here we have a kind of similar execution. It can be rough around the edges, with a kind of interesting story. The thing is that it can feel a bit bland and forced as they take the grindy hell from Wizardry games. And not so long ago I got to play another title, Labyrinth of Sangetsu. Here they added some interesting ideas, but they have kind of annoying executions. I mean, that review for me was a deep dive into its mechanics because they had a good direction, but ultimately those mechanics make you question several things. That happens when we talk about a company that takes the really old school approach. With that said, I can easily predict that these games are going to have some gimmicky mechanics. In the trailer we can see how they have alignment. If it is as in Labyrinth of Sangetsu, it can play as a double-edged sword, because in traditional D&D there are not evil paladins or clerics. That of course limits a bit the creativity you can put into some things. So right away I know that it will have to kinda make sense with the role you assigned. With the school topic in mind, most likely you will have the chance to fit some things in between, I mean, learn skills, magic or stuff like that, or at least that is what I imagine. Otherwise the major thinking while creating the character doesn't make that much sense. From the few classes the game shows, it is easy to see that it's going to have the classic approach in DRPGs while balancing your team. And yeah, I like the enemy design. I will say that you need to think in this game as an old school wizardry in disguise, where you will have to create a solid team, otherwise I am almost sure you are going to get mopped around real hard, so also be prepared to grind. As for the story, sometimes these games can be a bit tricky, but because of the kind of art they have here, it feels as if it is going to have a light-hearted story. Once I am done with the game, let's see if I was right or wrong. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.